College of Medicine and Health, Monday, 8th of December, 10 a.m. Today, we're coming to you from the grand halls of the University of Birmingham, an institution steeped in discovery and research since 1900. The University of Birmingham was the UK's first civic university, a place designed for everyone, not just the privileged few. Every one of our graduands today is a part of that proud tradition of learning and achievement. Degree congregations at the University of Birmingham date back to 1901 and are held here in the Great Hall, right at the heart of our Edgbaston campus. Attended by nearly 30,000 graduates and guests each year, these events are the highlight of the university calendar and represent for many students the conclusion of their studies at Birmingham. Originally built as a cathedral to learning, the Great Hall never fails to impress our visitors. The building is Grade 2 listed, and it's really the details that make the space so special. It features a trompe-l'oeil domed ceiling located above its formal marble entrance. The entrance is bordered by archways that are designed to draw the eye towards the centre of the room. The music you can hear is being performed by our very own student musicians. They often perform versions of modern pop hits or songs with a Birmingham connection. As our graduands wait for the ceremony to start, this is a time for them to reflect on how far they've come. They may think back to the first lecture they attended in a packed lecture hall, making friendships that will last a lifetime. Maybe they're thinking back to their first eureka moment, when their chosen field of study finally clicked into place. Or perhaps they're thinking about late-night debates in the Guild, that group project that pushed them to their limits, or the spark of inspiration when they saw their research was really making an impact. Today they close one chapter and open another. A degree from the University of Birmingham is more than just a name on a certificate. Our graduates are recognised by employers for their resilience, creativity and dedication. Soon, they'll find many exciting opportunities waiting for them. A quick shout out to the staff, students and volunteers who have made this special day possible. We couldn't have done it without you. Also, a reminder to share your photos from today on social media. Make sure to tag our accounts so we can engage with your moment. The audience is a mixture of graduands who sit in the back of the hall and their loved ones who are seated near the stage. During the ceremony, the graduands will make their way up to the stage, accept their scroll, and be applauded by their families and fellow students. In the sea of formal robes in the ceremony, attendees may spot black gowns, red and green gowns, and possibly some other eye-catching colours. The black robes are worn by those graduating with their bachelor's and master's. Green and red robes are for those picking up a doctorate degree. To the families, friends and supporters watching from home today, your encouragement, pep talks and well-timed cups of tea have helped our graduates reach this day. Let's take a moment to appreciate the parents who still don't quite understand what their child studied, but are immensely proud regardless. Well done, everyone. You've earned this celebration. Soon our ceremony will begin. There's a degree of pomp and circumstance to the day that echoes back through the years. These rituals connect our graduands today to students from the very first British universities formed in the 13th century. This procession isn't just tradition for tradition's sake. It's the university's way of honouring the past, affirming the authority of scholarship, and marking the threshold our graduands are about to cross. Now it's time for the procession to start. Senior academics of the university are led into the Great Hall by 2 mace bearers and will sit on stage throughout the ceremony. There is a mace bearer at the front of the line and one at the back. The latter is called the Esquire Bedell. Both carry large silver maces that they put down on stage. This is a ceremonial kick-off to the day. The mace bearers are usually staff members from the university who have volunteered to take part. Row by row, the procession makes its way up to the stage, passing proud faces in the congregation, students in mortarboards, parents wiping away tears, tutors exchanging proud glances. A senior member of the university, such as the Chancellor or a Provost, will be the last to take their place. They'll stand before the attendees and declare the congregation open.
Well, good morning, everyone. I declare the congregation open.
Good morning from me too. My name is Neil Hanley, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Head of the College of Medicine and Health. We're one of the 5 colleges that make up the University of Birmingham. Welcome to the university. Welcome to the Great Hall, and welcome to helping us celebrate our 125th anniversary year. It's lovely you're all here in person and online, and it's my pleasure and privilege to open proceedings. Today is a celebration. You're very quiet. I'd like to start with a little reflection. For those of you about to graduate, think back to when you arrived, when you started your degree, your course. Reflect on the time you put in, the good times, the bad, the hard work, how you've stuck at it. And here you are today, ready to graduate. So let's celebrate that effort, hard study, and the support, love and encouragement from those around you, those online, those in the front of the room. So please, that's a great job. Everyone give yourselves a round of applause. You are very subdued, actually. In today's ceremony, the university will award an Igretat degree. This is a very special degree from the University of Birmingham. We award it only in exceptional circumstances, and today this will be awarded in honour of Susan Bar Omar. We had the privilege of accompanying Susan throughout her studies and the honour of knowing her beyond her education. Susan epitomised what we look for in our nursing students: compassion, kindness, dedication, sense of purpose, sincere, committed. With her friends, Susan brought humour. As with all of our students, she enriched our family here at the university. And so when the moment comes, please do recognise her achievements in the fitting style at the appropriate moment in the morning ceremony. Graduands, by graduating today, you are now indelibly part of the University of Birmingham, a global top 100 university, and we're delighted to say rising in those rankings. Since our founding in 1900, as the country's first civic university, Birmingham has been a place that welcomes students from all backgrounds and all places. It's especially poignant to reflect on this as we celebrate our anniversary and our 125-year legacy. We've had lots of parties. The parties are important, but actually for a moment, I would like to tell you about some of the other things that combine with that sense of fun. Birmingham is a great place. The university is one of the best-kept secrets. We don't shout loudly enough. We certainly don't shout loudly enough about what we do in health, medicine, the life sciences. In the QS World University Rankings for Sustainability, we rank first in the UK for health and well-being, fourth in the whole world. In total at the university, our research awards for health life sciences over a 5-year cycle total £1 billion of investment, mostly from government, major charities. In September, with Professor Vaughan Williams, it was my privilege to launch, just down the hill, our Health Innovation Campus for industry, aiming to put 10,000 jobs, £400 million gross value added, GVA, into the city economy over the next decade. Will we do it? Well, over the last 6 years, we've signed over 1,500 contracts with industry for our research, over 100 with each of the major global companies in pharmaceuticals, diagnostics. So people come to us not just because of our excellence in education across all of our specialties in health, nursing, midwifery, but because of our research and how it makes a difference. And for some of you here this morning, that's your research. So we should be very proud. But the biggest story of our anniversary year isn't the lighting up of Old Joe. It isn't the concerts. In the face of what you will read about most of the university sector, here and in the USA, we're recruiting. Our 125th anniversary professors and fellows, we're pulling in global leaders, research stars, 125 years, we're after 125 recruits. In short, we're acting like the university for the UK's leading city beyond the capital, a global city leading the way with real impact. Why do I tell you this? Well, your achievements inspire me, they inspire the people behind me, they inspire the people in front of me. Your degrees, your masters, your PhDs. So I'm asking for your help. While many of you will be staying nearby, some of you part of the university, many of you will be leaving for other parts of the country or returning home to other parts of the world. Please stay in touch. Please stay in touch through our development office. It matters to us. For the reunions of our big undergraduate courses, our record is 60 years down the track for the medics, and we've held that in each of the last few years. But we can't do it if we can't get in touch, if we don't have your details. Most importantly, if you've had fun here, if the experience you've had has shaped you, even a little bit, please tell people. Shout loud. Please inspire the next you to come and join us, so in years to come, they can be sat where you are with the same smiles on their faces. It matters, and we care. I can see some nods, some smiles at the front of the room. I hope this resonates. There are people here or watching online who are so proud of everything that you've achieved. The people who supported you with kindness, made sacrifices for you, and put simply, without whom you wouldn't be here. So please, all of you at the back of the room, I would like to hear some applause, but also actually now some cheers. You were a bit quiet before. To say thank you to those online, those in the front of the room, those behind me who've supported you all the way along. On you go. I know it's early in the morning, but I do sense they're warming up. So, graduands, your moment has come. As you're guided up to the stage, Professor Vaughan Williams, Provost and Vice Principal, will admit you to your degree. Professor Roberts has the toughest job in the house, navigating all the names in the right order, so please be kind. When your name is read out, that's your graduation. Big smiles, savour the moment, family and friends, cheer. And I know you've warmed up now. One last word of warning. Glamorous footwear, a life-changing moment. You're ahead of me again. Steep steps. So please be careful. Thank you very much for your attention. Congratulations, everybody.
I'm Professor of Health Economics and Head of the School of Health Sciences, and I'm delighted and privileged to be the presenting officer for this morning's ceremony. Provost and Vice Principal, to you and the University, I present the names of these graduands as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Provost and Vice Principal, I admit those persons listed in the programme, both in attendance and in their absence, to the degree for which they are to be presented.
College of Medicine and Health, School of Health Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy. For research into the supportive care needs of Saudi Arabian women with breast cancer, Alanouf Fahad Al-Kayat. For research into ethical decision-making during wartime as experienced by nurses in the military, Alan Fleming Brocky. Master of Research, Rosemary Jane. Kushik Siddhi Raju. Master of Nursing, Adult and Mental Health Nursing, Lara Eleanor Hogan. Elizabeth Hunt. Bethany Hope Nahimana. Adult Nursing, Neka Asomba. Lucy Dawson. Catherine Hodson. Anna Francesca Matheson. Gabriella Victoria Mayra. Lindsay Monozo Pena, Florida. Irene Sibby. Joy Duta-Thuo. Child and Mental Health Nursing, Ella Durrant. Shannon Ashley McGowan. Child Nursing, Richard Brake. Ema Mary Cecilia Donnelly. Eleanor May Ford. Amy Hollister. Olivia Sharp. Mental Health Nursing, Olushola David. Tina Patricia Mavese. Master of Science, Advanced Clinical Practice, Emmanuel Bernardo Ebrada. Chloe Farthing. Shahbaz Khan. Victoria Lucy Lucas. Sharan Kaur Mahi. Fatima Master. Suzanne Beryl Miles. Samantha Jane Powells. Natasha Sharma. Sunny Thatil. Christopher John Worth. Nursing, Adult, Rachel Wai-Ying Chan. Richard Alexander Young. Nursing, Mental Health, Magnus C. Anikwe. Caitlin Beaver. Isis Bradshaw. Ogechi Priscilla Emmanuel Salah. Aisha Maria Hussain. Dominic Jimmy. Rebecca Kenderdine. Falani Michael and Candler. Yasmin Sit. Hannah Sutton. Esther Ane Umama. Bachelor of Nursing, Adult Nursing, Susan Barr Omar. Nanette Adu Akampong. Safi Ahmed Elmi. Aitunuola Akilo. Maimouna Salim Hamed Rashid Al-Baidi. Ariane Saeed Mohammed Al-Jabri. Mohammed Ali Al-Mahad. Hessa Mohammed Al-Houthi. Rawia Mohammed Saeed Al-Hinai. Abdul Majid Mana Al-Shamari. Saud Raid Al-Thomali. Kalissa Arshad. Eloisa Grace Beaton-Hurd. Nicole Melissa Booth. Chloe Braham. Beatrice Tuzobuni. Kathleen Calvert. Sharon Cheruto. Karen Chibanda. Gurleen Clare. Zoe Clapham. Lily DeLeo. Emily Dean. Harriet Duffin. Rosie Earle. Jude Essam Al-Fadil. Jessica Fiddler. Ellie Gillam. Gianna Gokul. Saffron Grant. Charlotte Gurney. Amina Hassan. Emma Rebecca Herbert. Esther Hewitt. Eric Hollyhead. Molly Hopwood. Raisa Hussain. Ellie Jones. Jasmine Carr. Sarah Kulsum. Z Sai Sharin Kwok. Ka Yuet Lin. Miriam Amelia McKinney. Hiba Mohamud. Kate Moore. Grace Mutota. Ariaf Ahmed Meedi. Leah Sian Mwangi. Bethel Onwuru. Nana Akua Ekamboma Opong. Dominic Barango Osinde. right at the end. Rachel, okay. Megan Payne. Olivia Ratcliffe. Sophie Robertson. Farah Saeed. Madison Schutt. Isabel Sisse. Isabel Stokes. Mia Swift. Ruth Tembo. Abigail Tuelde. Sabrina Wall. Hafsa Abdi Mohammed Wasame. Eve Woolard. Ki Chi Young. Saron Yosef. Child nursing. Nuha Inaya Ahmed. Antara Anika Aktha. Nimra Alam. Salsabil Alam. Layla Ali. Ikra Ansar. Michelle Apaya Dankwa. Zora Ayaz. Asiya Begum. Hajra Bibi. Sarah Chapman. Megan Grace Coomer. Harmony Lila Day. Anna Edmonds. Naomi Echu Nuhang. Sumaya Farouk. Emily Fernley. Iram Gaffour. Poppy Hannis. Alishba Hussain. Richard Kentish. Jessica Kufor. Blessing Nwakiago Lucky Pius. Idiat Odun E. Wu. Ayamidi Olale. Giuseppina Osse. Bethan Pryddach. Macy Reid. Sasha Cara Reynolds. Cara Russell. Kalisa Sadia. Elle Sturgis. Arzu Sultana. Fatima Saeed. Maisie Wharton. Georgina Yates. Mehek Saeed. Mental health nursing, Pauline Bennett. Saran Diarra. Eloise Dowell. Simran Kaur. El Pembele. Rodia Temamu. Tanzina Thaima. Nursing, Ellie Jane Finesse. School of Infection, Inflammation and Immunology, Doctor of Philosophy. For research into the role of the molecule CD73 and its potential as a treatment in primary liver cancer, Rosemary Elizabeth Fawkes. For research into the role of Pepitem as an inducer of bone repair, Catherine Frost. For research into the impact of e-cigarettes on the innate immune system in health and disease, Robin Halston. For research into symptoms and quality of life in cholestatic liver disease, Nasir Hussain. For research into the biology of immunosuppressive immune cells within cancer, Saud A. Idris. For research into vaccination against tumour antigens, Mohammed Ali Kara. For research into the interaction between macrophages and the respiratory microbiome in chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, Karanjot Kaur Sandhu. For research into the control of efflux as a mechanism of antimicrobial resistance, Pauline Siasat. For research into the effects, management and prevention of sport concussion, Dominic Charles Townsend. Master of Science, Immunology and Immunotherapy, Oritha Alam. Shreya Basumalik. Jamela Begum. Jacob Boys Jensen. Megan G. Georgina Gil Dominguez. Kishan Jill. Caitlin Jones. Matthew David Pantling. Mihir Parga Onkar. Rajab Aksha Mudiyan Selaj Ravini Rajabaksha. Aiksha Saith. Rajanya Thangela. Maya Magdalena Twardowska. Adithian Venkutara Manan. Trauma Science. Eniola Aitiolu Wakishi Aina. Shanti May Bailey. Elizabeth Baxter. Lauren Alexandria Brown. Olivia Gray. Chung Yan Ting. Eric Twizei Mana. Callie Wilson. Master in Science, Biomedical Science, Cameron Lewis Cassidy. Clinical Anatomy, Charlotte McClure. Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, Sophie Cracknell. Katie Heidel. Michelle Hussein. Biomedical Science with Translational Medicine, Hannah Leslie. Callum Nichols. School of Health Sciences, Master of Nursing, Adult and Mental Health Nursing, Rachel Oyendan Mola Oyelami. Master of Science, Nursing, Mental Health, Muna Ali. Could I now ask those graduates in the healthcare professions to please stand and follow me in the declaration? So I hope we'll say it together. In accepting my degree today, so after 3, 1, 2, 3. In accepting my degree today, I recognise that I embark upon a career involving care of patients, families and loved ones. I promise to reflect on and uphold in all I do my duty as a healthcare professional and to put the care of patients at the heart of all my actions. I shall treat all patients with compassion and respect. I shall listen and explain so they may reach decisions on their care and on their treatment. I shall never compromise the safety or the dignity or comfort of my patients, nor shall I discriminate against them or my colleagues. I shall justify the trust placed in me by patients and by individuals and by society by working with integrity. I shall keep my knowledge up to date. When I make mistakes, I shall acknowledge them with candour to my patients and report them I shall learn from error. I understand that I alone must take responsibility for all I do and be prepared to justify my acts and my decisions. I declare that I will justify the privilege that the award of my degree bestows on me. Thank you. Congratulations.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am Professor Nick Vaughan-Williams, and I'm the Interim Provost and Vice Principal here at the University of Birmingham. It is an absolute privilege to share this moment with you. Congratulations to you all. You did it. Let's have another round of applause. You entered the Great Hall as graduands, and shortly you will be leaving as graduates of this great university. As we met on stage, I could see the pride and joy beaming across your faces. You were also quite relieved that you'd made it to the spot, I have to say. So look, I know how much this means to all of you, and of course to your supporters. So let's give your supporters a massive, massive round of applause. Graduating in December carries, I think, a special symbolism. Winter invites us to pause, to reflect on the journey that brought us here, and, of course, to look forward to many new beginnings. I just about remember my own graduation day. The sense of accomplishment, yes, but also the excitement, tinged with some uncertainty about what might lie ahead. Above all, today is a day for celebration, so please do take a moment to mark and appreciate the resilience, determination and creativity that have led to your remarkable achievements. You are not only graduating from one of the world's top universities, you are also joining a global family of more than 400,000 Birmingham alumni in over 170 countries. Their rich and inspirational stories are woven into the fabric of our university's 125-year history. One such story is that of Pamela Moody, who in 1945 came to study here at Birmingham from Kingston, Jamaica. Pamela was the niece of renowned civil rights campaigner Harold Moody, who founded the first civil rights organisation in the UK. After qualifying in 1950, Pamela became the first Jamaican woman to earn a fellowship of the Royal College of Surgeons. In 2019, at the age of 92, she received an MBE in recognition of her outstanding contributions to the NHS and to the local community. Pamela's story reminds us that progress begins with imagination and that leadership is about service and boldness. If you walk down the corridors either side of this great hall, you will see museum objects, artworks, manuscripts, photographs and films that offer a glimpse into the lives of other people behind this university's success. Now, while these are often very different stories, they are all stories of discovery, perseverance, creativity, courage, and, of course, impact. And now your stories will join theirs. You are the future. Your actions have the power to make a difference in people's lives, and I know that you will choose to make that difference a really positive one. Standing on this very stage, more than a century ago, King Edward VII laid down a challenge to our students. Quote, "I say that the honour and dignity of this university are largely in your hands, and I look to you to initiate and hand down worthy traditions to your successors. Now, the King's words remain true today, and our stories will always be connected. Each one of you is a really important part of this university's legacy. Each one of you will also shape what the university becomes. Our next 125 years begin here with you. Now, if you ever doubt yourself, because sometimes, let's be honest, those thoughts do creep up on us, please remember this. You are a University of Birmingham graduate. That is your superpower, and that means that you are unstoppable. So, walk proudly out under Old Joe and take our very best wishes with you into your futures. My warmest congratulations once again to you all. Very, very well done. I declare the congregation closed.
The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni has come to an end. The procession begins to stream out of the Great Hall, carrying with them the maces that were set down at the start of the ceremony. It's a nice bit of visual poetry that bookends the ceremony. As those maces are carried forward, so too are our graduates onto their next adventure. This is a powerful moment for our graduates, representing the culmination of years of dedicated study. The education, connections, and friendships they have made at Birmingham will last a lifetime. The University of Birmingham is known for producing great thinkers, change makers, and innovators. From Nobel Prize winners to sporting champions, this institution has shaped minds that go on to make a real difference in the world. Today's graduates are stepping into that legacy, ready to make their mark, whether they're heading into research, launching businesses, or, let's be honest, finally taking a proper break before the next adventure begins. From the Great Hall to the wider world, our graduates will carry the knowledge, ambition, and spirit of Birmingham in their next chapter. Wherever you're watching from, this is not just an ending. It is the beginning of something exceptional. The live stream has now ended.